right. Good morning, ladies. Like I said, we're the Nashville chapter of the National Association of Women in Construction. If I hit the right button. Our chapter number is 16. The core purpose of NAWIC is to strengthen and amplify the success of women in the construction industry. The core values are women focus, courageous leaders, commitment to inclusion and growth, and to anticipate change. And you wonder, how do we do this? There's networking opportunities, business and career. There's professional development and education. We have community outreach for future workforce development, and we're trying to do a mentor program. You wonder as you look at this and go, okay, what can I do? What is NAWIC? What can I offer to a chapter? What really does Nashville do, or what really does any chapter do? Is it a benefit to me and my company? And if I'm going to be on the committee, what's the responsibilities? You want to be an effective member when you join an association. What contributions may be useful for you as a member? So the history, and I love this, when construction began in Fort Worth, Texas in 1953 with just 16 women. And they chartered in 1955 and became National Association of Women in Construction. Our Nashville chapter was chartered in 1959. So we are over 62 years old. There's also NAWIC Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, Canada, Guam. It's phenomenal. I always say that National Association of Women in Construction is the best kept secret. So you've been introduced to two of the ladies on our national board, like Ann Flager, who is our current president. Doreen Bartolis is the current president-elect. Longleen Mitchell is the vice president. And then there's Karen Hager, who is our national treasurer. Christy Stewart, who is our national secretary. And our immediate past president is Diane Mike. Diane Mike. We also have 8 regions, and those are 2-year terms. Our current region is Southeast Region, and our director is Cindy Spernopoulos. Now to give you an idea of our chapter. My name, I never introduced myself. I'm so sorry. I'm Andrea Ward. I am your current Nashville chapter, and I'm also the national membership chair for National Membership Committee. Ashley Spence is our vice president. Our treasurer is Jennifer Costello. Memory Bagsby is our secretary. Our immediate past president is Nicole Jenkins, and she got on the call and I was not able to introduce her. When I get to the committees, I'll talk more about. Also introduced today was Kim Willis and Tiffany Wondrow. They're both on the board of directors. There's also Jennifer Camargo and Sarah Wagner. And as you can see, we're from all different companies, all different genres, GCs, subcontractors, you name it. And there's different membership types. There's active, member at large, corporate, associate. The corporate one follows the company. So if you're looking to become a member, then it's the company who designates basically the member. So if you leave, you don't get to take it with you. But an active one, if you leave, you can take it with you and pay for it that way. But the whole idea is you don't leave and enjoy where you're at and enjoy what you do. So Why becoming a member? Like we said before, professional business and education. We have a PD and E group. It's called Professional Development and Education. It is one of our committees that we'll talk about later, but there's ways to get certifications nationally that you can, myself have gotten certified. Construction bookkeeping technician. Nicole's gotten construction industry technician and construction industry specialist. There's quite a few of us that have gotten them, and they're spot on. They're really good. The other thing is increasing your.
Hey, Andrea, let me interrupt you real fast, please. Would you also mention how that certification is done through NAWIC's education fund, and how that is managed, and what you also get with those certificates, the PIN, stuff like that?
Yes. So with these, you first, you can get the book either online or in physical. You study it, you take the test. The test is actually online. You get, I think it's an hour and a half. I think I was done in an hour and 10 minutes, but the questions are not easy. They're right on, spot on. You got to know your stuff. Then you get, once you pass it, and it tells you like right after you're done with the test, and you can print your certificate. It's really wonderful. And then you get sent a pin. You get sent a pin that has CBT on it, or CIT or CIS. We also have one of our members, she's part of our education, that is in the PD&E committee. She's with Interchange Foundation, and she sponsors every year 2 certifications. She sponsors the tests. So if you get the book and pay for the book and the test, she'll reimburse you for the test. We're all about education and, building each other up, of course. The other thing is increase your knowledge in the construction industry. And this can be any type of knowledge. It can be, I never knew that you had to do that as an engineer, or learn about lien waivers or items like that that pertain to different things. The great thing is we are not based around just one portion of women in construction or one career in women in construction. We have business owners, we have accountants, we have engineers, we have attorneys, we have, Tiffany, am I missing? I'm missing something.
Project managers, estimators,
Project.
Yeah. So lots of variety within the construction industry within our group.
Mm-hmm. And that's what the way it is at national. It's for all the women in construction. And the other thing is to encourage young people to seek a construction career. We have at MTSU, and we're going to try to get more involved, but with the pandemic, it's been a little hard to do. And with we have a local high school that specializes in construction, and they're called Cane Ridge High School, and we usually do something with them every year, but we've not been able to. The great thing about the professionalism of all this, you have connections nationally, locally. I don't know how many times I've gotten a call of, hey, I'm looking for women-owned businesses, or I'm looking for an electrician that is, needing some extra help. I've got some electricians that are coming off a job. career and job leads. One of my best stories I've heard was one of our members. Um, her name leaves me now. During the recession, she was looking for an office space. She had lost her job, so she started her own business and was just looking for an office. Working from home was not working. Well, Skanska at the time offered her one for free just because of the connections through women in construction. And the great thing about that was she's a member, but they weren't, and they still offered it to her. So that in itself is wonderful. We also give out scholarships to help promote, careers in construction. There's just different, too many to explain, but there's quite a bit, and you can see a lot of it on the national website, which is nawic.org. And we've talked about other opportunities where you can advertise your company. The leadership skills that I will attest to. When I first started 7 years ago in 2013, I had trouble speaking to just up in front of, the crowd and everything. And I was like, oh no. And now I don't know a stranger and can talk to about just about anybody, even a wall. So the resources are beyond. And we're also nationally associated with the OSHA Alliance. So any new thing like the silica or any new mandates from OSHA, we get emails about it that we can send out and y'all know about it quickly instead of, oh, didn't know that got passed. So here we come to the committees. If you want to increase those leadership skills, but also to show you what we offer as a chapter in Nashville. So the first one, I'm going to let our M&M lady talk.
Thank you so much, Andrea. That's been wonderful so far. Such a plethora of information. I can attest right now that becoming a member has increased my relationships with a lot of the women in construction and general contractors' offices that I didn't even know were there. And it's so great just to be able to make these connections, be able to turn to women that are in the same boat with you, trying to pretty much get a seat at the table as you're hearing so often now. I can let you know that through the M&M that we have some great activities coming up as far as social, either Zoom meetings or trying to socially distance to get together and do some things. We plan on actively recruiting on a level with property managers and facility managers. So the relationships are going to continue to keep growing, not only within our organization, but the people that we're pulling in from other organizations, and we're just going to continue to grow. We've lost some members due to COVID. As y'all can imagine, there's a lot of companies out there that are having a hard time justifying the expense when we're not getting together. But the reality is we are getting together. We are helping each other continue to grow. We are being here for each other. And I feel more than ever is when we need to be right now is when you need to be in a networking group. I think there's a lot of us out there that are hybrid right now, working from home, working from the office a couple of days of the week. And we need these connections. We got to continue to support each other and help us grow. And I haven't seen that in any of the other networking groups that I've been in, like NAWIC. So I'm very proud to be a part of this organization. And I think that everyone that joins will see the benefits of being a NAWIC member in a very short time frame. And our plan is to grow us like we haven't grown before. So Andrea has been amazing. She has been the one that has helped us grow leaps and bounds. And with her guidance, she's going to help me propel us even further. So if you are interested in becoming a committee member, which doesn't take a lot of time, maybe a couple hours out of your month to help either reach out to women that are thinking of renewing or they have renewed and we need to get them their packet. So, or join for the first time. What else, get together with them and do more stuff like this, but we're going to be able to start getting together again soon. So the hopes are that we're going to continue to keep growing and getting bigger and better and getting our word out. And through these other committees, we all work together. That's the biggest thing that everyone needs to understand is that even though I'm marketing and membership, I also work with Block Kids. I'm also in WIC Week. We're all connected together and help each other to be successful. So that's M&M. Boom.
We also have a safety committee that, like I said, you get the items from National that are for the OSHA Alliance, but also we have quarterly a safety meeting. They've been doing them by Zoom. So that is a great thing. Next, we have the professional development and education. And I've already talked quite a bit on this, but they also do raise money for scholarships through, right now we're selling wine for Valentine's with wine and a gift card to Demas's, and you can have a night out. They're $70 and it's goes to a great cause. Our civic one is one of our biggest things this year that I am excited about. We are doing a woman build Habitat for Humanity. And it's a little different this year in that it's townhomes that we're going to be doing for that's two women. We'll be doing two side by side, two townhomes. And we're finalizing the details. The volunteer sign-up's coming out. The Women in Construction Week. All on this call because you registered, your email was with us on our website. You should have gotten the most wonderful email yesterday evening on all the things for WIC Week. WIC Week is the first full week in March, and it's to celebrate women in construction. It also falls, the International Women's Day falls in the same week, so it kind of incorporates everything. And of course, there's Block Kids, which is going into elementary school kids, and they have to use Legos and string and tinfoil and a rock, and you're given a concept and they've got to build with it. It is phenomenal that I've judged some, I know Tiffany has, that you go, okay, I would have never thought of that. And then there's the audit committee that's behind the scenes, but who keeps us on task and on budget and making sure that we have everything backing up what we do and making sure our funds are being used properly. And then last is the nominating committee, which is actually coming up. Our nominating committee will be reaching out to all the new members about being on the board, and you can be a board of a director. I love when all of our board gets together and our brains get together and you have an idea and then someone has that idea, but they go, but what about with this twist? And you're like, oh, and then everybody goes, wait, then we could add this. The collaboration is wonderful. We hear each other out. There's no friction. It's how it's supposed to be. Cause like I said, building each other up in the construction industry. That's what we're about. And there's employee hidden education. One of the things is experts to the industry. That's always great. We get great speakers on that. You have a way of also doing public speaking yourself. If there's something that you want to share and do, we welcome it. We love when our members share something because we learn about you, we learn about your company. It's a twofold item. Getting through the system. That one is one of those things that I love in the fact of we have about six woman-owned businesses who are certified. And then we got other women who are trying to get certified and they don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. And I love that. And the employer support. This is the part where you're trying to sell it to your boss. One thing, of course, the benefits you get helps them. Like my name being in Women in Construction, we have gotten bids from contractors like Whiting and Turner and other ones like Skanska and ones that we would have never have gotten unless someone goes, oh, but Andrea Ward, her company's a grading and site utility contractor. Maybe we need to call her. And of course, the more you're educated, the more you bring it back to the table for your company. And you use it, your leadership skills and things. Both my partners in my company will tell you me as a leader and listening more than talking, even though I'm talking way too much right now, is a great benefit that they have seen that I'm more of a leader and it's because other women have helped me along and been, giving me little pushes and things. And the best part is educating, like taking those certifications. It bumps you up because I've known of 2 women who have gotten raises because of those certifications. We have like 7 of us that have taken a couple of certifications. So that's phenomenal. And then the information you get is great. You can get, like I said, I've told you about NAWIC.org, and that's the quick and easiest way if you want to become a member. Do it online and do all the things you need to do. But there is a bi-monthly magazine. It has articles all around across the nation. You have stuff from our board members, national board members, like, Ann might have something in there, but then again, Karen will have something. You get to personally kind of read more about the people that are leading us nationally. And then there's we're showcasing efforts. Like if there was a big thing where a group of women helped they helped there was a tornado that hit and these group of women helped, and it was you get to see the quality, I guess you could say, of the membership and what things you can do. It's not just about you, it's about all of us. And then there's newsletters from National, The Connection. You get a newsletter once a month from your region director, and then we do a newsletter once a month, which is getting finalized today, so it'll go out on Monday. So there's just, the information is great. I'm also a member of Construction Financial Managers, and I sometimes get more out of the magazine from NAWIC than I do from theirs. Talked about the scholarships. And let's see. And these are for, it doesn't have to be a college student. It's not just a woman. We would like to do for it to go to a woman first, but it is anybody who applies for it, and it could be a trade school student. So, and nationally, we've awarded over 4 million. And I just saw the email yesterday that last year we awarded $90,000 in scholarship funds nationally. So that's just wonderful. We've talked about all the different certifications and subscriptions and things. Oh, dude, go back. The meetings and education. So You have a couple of things that you can attend. The fall planning conference is great for leadership training. Say you want to know more about, say you're a director and or you're just a member, but you're thinking about becoming a director, or I might run for secretary. We in Southeast, pardon me, we in Southeast do like a leadership training, and you learn about each different one and how to do it and how much time and things. Any committee we have not overly time consuming. It's more rewarding. Of course, I'm biased, but um, and then we have regional forums. So there's spring meetings held in each region, and ours is Southeast is in April in Tampa, Florida. And right now they're looking at it being hybrid. So you can be in person, but it's going to be recorded and zoomed, and so you can see it. And then the Fiesta Resistance is what I call it. It's not called AMEC anymore. I didn't change that. It is the most wonderful thing. When I started in NAWEC, I started in October. So my first thing was fall conference, which gives you a little bite of what things are and how they start working, because there's something bigger than you. And then it was region forum. So then you got to see more sisters in your region, and we're like, oh, you work in accounting too, or you're an engineer too. And then you get to national convention, and it is the most empowering laughter, and you make friends all across the United States. I have a friend that's a NAWIC sister in Alaska who we email about membership things and whatever. And it is, like I said, the best thing. So I know this has been a lot. I know that I'm gone through quite a bit. I wanted to open it up for questions. I know this is it's a lot to absorb in one sitting. And I know that y'all have to have some sort of questions. I hope I didn't lose y'all. I know sometimes these Zoom meetings, you're like, she said, what, committees? Okay. So does anybody have any questions, or for the ones that are on here who are, a new member? Well, I can tell you right now, Trisha, why don't you talk about how being a member is helping your job with.
Sure. So I've reached out a couple times while I was getting kind of set up to become a member. I'm trying to expand my network individually, and I'm working with my team from Whiting Turner to expand our diversity efforts. So I'm one of the leads for that. So I've been trying to push getting more MWBEs or WBEs involved on our bid lists. So reaching out to different organizations that we can get on, we can connect with people. So we've sent out flyers we have a job coming up for at Meharry Medical College. So we had a flyer for that because we had an outreach event for that project. So we tried to get the word out and get us connected. And also if they're lower tier subs, trying to get those subs connected with subcontractors to kind of help everyone continue forward. So it's been helpful to make these connections with NAWIC to facilitate that and then help more women and progress the whole community forward. So it's been really helpful.
It's really great to know, Tricia. Thank you for that. Andrea, speaking of that, I almost feel like we need to get a list together of all of our committee members or companies that are certified, and we should share that within our membership.
I will make a note of doing that.
I think that'd be a great thing to be able to help boost all of us that are certified. And there's so many different certifications now. So between WBE, DBE, small business, veteran. So I think that would really be a good benefit to all of our members, Andrea. Thank you, Tricia, for that.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Hey, Kim, why don't you talk about what is it about NAWIC that drew you in? Because the one thing I love about NAWIC is we are all different age ranges. You are not seasoned, or you can be just a beginner and looking for, this is what I want to do the rest of my life, but I'm a little scared. What's my next step? What am I doing? We have all ranges. So Kim is one of the ones that I sometimes talk to and be like, oh, you're muted, sweetheart.
There you go. Actually, I saw an advertisement somewhere about the Southeast Forum, which when it was downtown Nashville and Boots, and I just signed up to go for that weekend, and I knew one or two people. I knew one or two people that were in NAWIC from just being in the construction industry, and actually I went just because I wanted to meet some more women that were in the construction field, since we all work with men all the time. And when I got involved, and I was impressed, and I kept going to meetings, and I think that I'm impressed with the diversity of the membership of all the different people and the different professions that we work in. And the biggest thing that I like doing or get involved doing is that I want to help mentor those young girls that are just starting in the construction industry, because I've been doing this for 45 years. So I have a lot of experience dealing with all the issues us women have in construction. So that's what I get out. Most of it is to giving back to those younger people that are involved.
Well, any other questions? I know it's
I think we had two jump on. I don't remember Laura Lee.
Yes.
And I thought there was someone else. There's Laura.
Why don't you?
Hey, y'all. Hey, yeah, I'm in NAWIC. NAWIC's in the southeast region in coastal Georgia.
Very nice.
And I'm sort of being a voyeur here, because we don't do what y'all are doing, and I just think it's super impressive. And I have to believe it makes a huge difference doing this kind of thing for new members, because NAWIC has such a breadth and depth, as you've pointed out, of ways to get involved, how we work with the community, near and far, how we connect international. And so many times women come in and they just see that meeting that day, those women, and they don't have an idea about the scope. So thank you for doing this. And we're not going to turn around and copy. I'm not even on the board this year, but I just love all things NAWIC. And I think what you guys are doing is really an awesome example of how to do it. So thanks for letting me jump on.
Thank you for jumping on. What a huge compliment, and what a good testimony to you, Andrea, once again. And I don't think Nicole is still on the call, but Nicole is our past president, and they've done so much to get the information out there. And as y'all know, the more that we can spread the word, I think we are all just so excited about what NAWIC can do for us and what we can do within NAWIC. So if you have any further questions about joining, reach out to me. I'm your membership committee member director. I'm on the board of directors. So if you have anything further about your membership, I'm here. I'm willing. I'm able. So if there's anything you need to do, just let me know. Sometimes there's confusion as to what membership, what's that word, Andrea? Like which one you're supposed to be, the associate, the company.
Yes.
Sometimes there's questions about what role, what you're supposed to designate yourself as. So if you have questions about that, please reach out to me. But for the low fee of what I believe compared to other networking groups that we are, compared to what's out there, the benefits are endless. And So if there's any further questions, I'm here. And of course, Andrea is always here. And Kim.
Yep.
That looks like it's it, Andrea.
It does. Well, I'm going to stop recording.
Hey, real fast, do you want to talk real fast about February, what we're going to do for February?
What are we doing for February?
Our February meeting with the gentleman that's going to be speaking, and we have the book and all that good stuff.
Yes, and I'll talk about March as well, just a little bit. So February meeting, there's Kim was part of a leadership networking call. The gentleman,
Mine.
what was it?
It's my Leadership Middle Tennessee class that put on a webinar yesterday that the guy talks about leadership and leading with compassion. And so it was like a 30-minute presentation. I thought it was really good. So they didn't mind us sharing that. So I'm going to share it with our NAWIC group next in February at the meeting.
So that'll be our meeting in February. And of course, we'll do updates with you about what our committees are doing. So it'll be a Zoom call. March is WIC week, and it's a mixture of in-person with CDC guidelines. We're going to meet in Cheekwood, because Cheekwood, you can come in groups of 8. And then we're going to we've got the proclamation from Governor Lee already, and we're going to read that, and that's always the best way to kick off. There's going to be a random acts of kindness bingo that you do throughout the week, and you're going to take pictures and you're going to send it to either NAWIC Nashville@gmail.com, or put it on our Facebook, or put it on our Instagram. That way we can keep sharing and getting the faces out and things. There's going to be painting with a twist that you'll do from home. We're going to have someone deliver the supplies to you, or you can pick them up at the place. And it is going to be a high heel and a work boot that we're painting. So I'm so excited. And then there is, we have a great speaker, Lisa. There's also Wednesday is International Women's Day, but it's also Wear Your Red. Women in Construction Red. Wear red. And then we're going to close out the week with, I can't remember what Thursday is, but I know Friday is, we're going to get together and Thursday's the escape room. We're going to do the escape room, and it's going to be virtual, and we're trying to. And then Friday is just going to be getting together and talking about our random acts of kindness, how maybe we could use that in our chapter, just kind of talking about the, and bring your bingo card, and then you're put in a drawing for 2 $50 gift cards. But that email went out yesterday. If you want to, you can email me at award@summitconstructors.com, and I can send it back out to you if you didn't get it, because that's how I learned about NAWIC when I joined in October 2013, but I came to WIC Week of 2013 and was like, wow, this is awesome. April, we will have, let's see, May 1st is our Woman in Construction woman build, and the volunteer sign up should be going out the middle of February for that. You'll have to be a member to sign up. And then we have a great speaker in the middle of May who is, her theme is breadcrumbs and bubble wrap. How to use what you're good at and how to use not what you're good at to forward yourself, your companies, and other types of leadership. So that should be very awesome. So we've got a pretty good quarter coming up, and looking forward to hoping y'all will join us and get a taste of how awesome this is.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, ladies, y'all have a good rest of the week. It's Friday Eve, and I look forward to hearing from you with any questions. Tiffany looks forward to it. Kim, just let us know. And then like Nawick Nashville at gmail.com comes to a general mailbox that I check, and I'll forward them to whoever they need to go to. So
Please make sure if you're not on our social media that you like us on Facebook, that you follow us on Instagram, that you join us on LinkedIn. Am I forgetting anything?
no, that's all of them.
Please follow us, because if you are missing something, email goes to spam or something like that, at least you're getting those updates and screenshots like our Zoom meeting. We have a great social media poster. Amy will get our pictures posted up. So always check out social media, make comments, share. We've got some great information on there. So please make sure you're doing that.
Thank you, ladies, for your time, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you,
Thank
ladies.
you.
Bye.